Okay, brother, I'm making this video not only for you, to show you some tips and tricks on the man cave. I'm gonna miss this thing for sure, but it's yours now, so take some of this decor down, but just show you some things. Yeah, one last look before I take this stuff down. But just to show you some tips and tricks, real quick video. Obviously the lights, you have a dimmer here. If you turn it on the switch here, there's the dimmer on, off, and you see that was the dimmer. You dimmer like this, basic stuff. Let's go ahead and show you how this works. So you'll need your own media player. I have my Xbox here. This thing's a little tight back here, so you switch to HDMI, you can get back there, but I wouldn't really recommend it. It's very hard to access, but you have one HDMI port, and if you get a Xbox or some sort of media player, just hook it up to the HDMI back there. That when I unhook my Xbox, you'll have a free HDMI and just use that. So that's pretty much it. When I turn this thing on, you have these different controllers. Take away Xbox. What you have here is the what is it? The skylights or whatever. To turn it on, you have to actually point it at it, and you'll see it come on. And there it goes. And you could play around with it. Hit these little lights, fade, whatever here. But to as I said before, to shut it off, point it straight at that box up there, that black box. You see that black box right there. Point it straight at it, and then just hit it again. But if you don't point at it, then it might have a tough time. As you can see, I'm hitting it, and it's not turning on and off. So just point at it and hit it. It works. Same thing with the projector. You have to actually point it at the projector here on. Maybe press it for a second. Yes, I think that's how it turns on. And same thing when you turn off, you hit standby here. Point it straight at the projector, and then maybe press and take a look at it. Hold it down until it shuts off. So I guess the signal is not that great. You have to point it straight at it. Same thing with your media player. When I'm gonna turn this on, my Xbox, obviously you'll have your own when it turns on. And for the system, I've got it set where it automatically turns on the receiver. I don't know if it'll do that for your next media player, but it should. Once it detects a signal, then it'll turn on. But the only caveat here is that I've got it set when it turns on, it goes to cable satellite. Now you can switch that out if you want and put the HDMI cable in the cable satellite HDMI port, but I'd rather not pull that thing out. So every time I turn it on, the game's on, it's inserted the HDMI from the Xbox to the back of the receiver is in the game HDMI port. So you actually have to set that. So this right here is the receiver controller, and when it turns on and you get the blue screen right there, you've got the projector on. It's on. Blue screen is up. So it has no signal to the cable satellite port there. So all you have to do is either you control it manually, which you can hit it here. You can hit gain, or usually I'll just come to my controller here and I'll hit gain, and as you see, it'll pop up. Yeah, there you go. And that's how you get to access your media player. You have to do that every time. You don't have to. If that's inconvenient, you could pull the receiver out and change that HDMI port to the cable satellite. So as soon as you turn on, everything just comes up. But I honestly wouldn't recommend against pulling this thing out because it's a pain in the ass. But it's yours. It's up to you. However you want to do it. If you want to play around with it, you can pull it out. I'm saying it's not doable. It is doable, but you'll just have to spend some time and be very careful with it. There's so many wires there in the back. Everything's plugged up. Surround system. I don't know how many speakers it is in here, but they're all been custom mounted into the walls. You have your sub here, and it's auto on off. When it detects a signal, you see that it's off right now, it's red, but you start playing a movie or game, it'll detect the signal and just auto on off, so you don't need to turn anything on and off. And you've got all your power surge protectors there. Never mess with those. Leave everything plugged up. Everything has a surge protector. Same thing here. You see all them wires is plugged up to the surge protector. And as I said, all these wires, so I wouldn't really recommend pulling things out unless you just have a lot of time on your hand and want to kind of mess with it, I guess. But it's all yours. Again, there's a extra bulb here, spare bulb for the projector. I have no idea how many hours it is on this one. We don't use it a whole lot, just once in a while, so I would imagine it's probably hopefully just halfway at most on its life on this one. But if that bulb ever goes out, you got the spare one here. I might have the instructions somewhere in there to how to change it out, but you can mess with all that. I'll leave you all the paperwork. It's in there, and you have an extra speaker there for the surround sound system, and I'll leave you a itemized list of everything that was done and all the parts, and if you ever have to order anything, you'll know what model and what kind of speakers and stuff. And this is just the obviously spare room. You do have AC running in here. It is ported for AC, and I thought there was a speaker here. I think that's, no, there's no speaker port in here. Oh yes, they got a wire for a speaker here, but they didn't hook it up. So you ever finish out this room and you want to put a speaker, there's speaker wire right there for that speaker over there. Let me see here. Oh yeah, one of the things that this is the, you know, I guess the just kind of chill room right here. I used to have my DJ bar right here, but got rid of the DJ stand, and I think one of the main things that was found in inspection was this leak up here, but that's been fixed and there shouldn't be any leaking. I just want to show you. Yeah, it was leaking there, but as you see, there's no leak, and actually it's dry, bone dry down there. So as of, I have no idea what today is, but it's bone dry. I should tell you what the date is, but it's Sunday right before we move out. So as you can see, it's not leaking at all. It's been fixed, so we're good there. Anyways, just some other things to show you. There's your bar, of course. I'll leave all this glass for you in case you need it. Wine glasses, different types of stuff. I'll clean all this mess up before we're out. And in here, you have your water heater and sump pump. This water heater was replaced in 2020, so it should be good. I did have issues with the sump pump, but got it fixed. The float trigger in there wasn't working well, probably about a year and a half ago, and got that fixed. Replaced the float switch in there, sealed the pump back up really well. Nothing leaks, everything works well. About 4 flushes or so, when it fills up in there, 4 main flushes, you'll suck this up and, you know, do its thing. So shouldn't have any problems with that. Everything's good here. And this thing right here also was found in your inspection report, and I'll show you what our AC guy did. This is how it works, because if you ever need it. As you see here, I've already written pull that arrow to disengage and access filter. So to access this air filter in here, just pull this out. Well, actually pull this out, got it out here first. All right, it just kind of pops out, boom, like that. So you're sucking the water out, condensation. And you just maneuver this out of the way, and then you can pull this out right here. Pull that arrow to disengage, it just comes apart like that. Really simple, just some PVC piping and stuff. Clear, it's clear here, so you can see if it's clogged or not. You know, it's got some gunk in there, but it's not clogged. You heard it collecting condensation, and you can see the condensation there, and so it collects in there and it sucks it out. And then here you just pull this out, and then pull your filter out, and then once you put your new filter in, then you just put everything back. Same thing, put this back, just adjust that up a little bit, put this, stick it in there, it's a wrap. Put this thing back in here. That's it, you're good to go. And on this one, same thing, you can maneuver it out. You can take this ball out, right? Let me see here. How do we do this? Now this one may just come out like that. Yeah. Then you just pull it out. Or yeah, I remember now. You take this up, move this up out of the way, right? Just twist it up like that, and then you can pull this out. That's how you do that. When you get done replacing that filter, just move this guy back down, and just stick him back in here, and then just put your filter cover back in. Good to go. And put this down for a minute. Put this up. That's it. That's it, and it's back in place. So yeah, you just gotta maneuver this little PVC pipe here. It's not gonna hurt anything. This one you can't pull out right here. I just noticed that everything's been permanently put in. But this will twist. Yeah, this will twist, and just loosen it a little bit, and then just twist it up out of the way, and you can access filter. But this filter is for downstairs basement, so just check it once a year. This one you'll not really get too much lint because you'll probably not really run the AC down here too much, only when you're down here, so it's not constantly on. So I found that the filter in here downstairs, maybe once a year you'll check it, and most likely it'll still be clean. But this one is for the main level, so you have to check this every quarter or twice a year or whatever, up to you. And same thing upstairs in the attic. And there's an extra filter here for you. Close that up, and I think that's pretty much it. All the tips and tricks here for, you know, the man cave. So this is the last look too. No, I miss this place. You got your storage here. Got a little bit of storage here. Hopefully you don't mind. I'll leave you some brooms. You may need that for downstairs. You know, get a little rowdy down here. I've had tons of parties down here with some of the boys, and we've got pretty rowdy. I'll leave you this trash can. You'll definitely need that if you have guests coming over and you guys are having a good time watching the game or whatever. But that's pretty much it. Yeah, and I guess the only other thing is that I put the wires here connected to the sofa, and this is for the lights, right? It's connected here, and I ran the wire, kind of hit it underneath the carpet here, and it's running to in here. So other than that, that's it. All right, enjoy, man. I hope you enjoy and take care of this man cave as much as I did. It's yours now, but this thing will forever be my baby. All right, take it easy. Wow.